Men who are curious about breasts, what questions do you want answered? Were backpacks ever useful like counterweights? I know it's so stupid, but freshman me had this question going on. Only if by counterweight you mean even more crushing weight on your shoulders? What effects does a period have on them? Does it hurt if I hug back tightly when a woman hug me? It can do. Depends on the individual of course, but there are differing levels of sensitivity and hormones can make them uncomfortable / achy / painful without tight hugs. Do women also have random nipply erections in public? Oh yes, another reason padded bras exist. Boob owner here. Please tell us if you feel something that feels off. Women can get breast cancer as early as their 20s and an extra pair of hands will be helpful. Signed, a breast cancer fighter whose ex told her that he felt something but didn't tell her because he didn't want to freak me out. Does it get uncomfortable when you sleep on your stomach? Sometimes you can get a pillow just right so it's comfy. 99% of the time, either a nip gets mad it's getting squished, or the lower back starts aching due to the angle. Are they hard to run with? I feel like they'd be like bowling balls or something. Yes. Running sucks when they are out of proportion to your body. Take a DD bra and fill both cups with sand and strap it to your chest. That extra 5 to 10 pounds, or more, adds significant difficulty to running due to a modified center of balance. When you are breastfeeding and have to pump, does it feel like a full bladder having to pee but in your breast, or does it just fill up and you pump whenever? Also, do y'all do weird things to them when you are bored? Do you store anything between them? Look mate, women's clothes rarely have decent pockets and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Ladies who have implants, can you feel them inside your? Yes, it was a little odd at first. Mine are under the muscle so they're still naturally squishy, but I can feel the implant also smoosh around a little bit. Are they annoying / get in the way sometimes? Often depicts breasts as being a particularly strong erogenous zone. Is there any truth to that? Does stimulation of the breasts correspond with particularly high sexual stimulation? Or is that just a myth? Different per person. Nip stimulation for me is the #1 way to get me turned on. It's my favorite, but others hate it or feel nothing at all. I think some have our nips and connected somehow lol. Alright, I didn't notice anybody asking that and I need to know, do they float in water? It just sounds logical that medium and big breasts would since they have fat in it. Do they feel like weights on your chest and do they chife if they move too much? How squishy? Do you ever just squeeze them when you're bored? Why am I still curious about every woman's breasts after 36 years of living? I love how everyone is so respectful here. Get your mammogram done when it's recommended. Don't put it off. For the love of all the. Why is it so hard to find a clothed reference to draw? As a woman scrolling through, Therese, a lot more questions than I expected. Also, a lot of these are good questions. How do you feel about the fixation of men on them in general and in a partner? Like when someone with is fixated on M like they owe him money. Does it come off as a bit immature, especially if they aren't that sensitive for you? Things I always wondered. I find it fascinating, because for me it's just another part of my body, but for my husband, they are like a comfort blanket. I just don't get the obsession with them, but I find it amusing and cute. Do you want people to like looking at them / are there contexts you enjoy them being looked at? Do you feel nothing from that, or do you just hate people looking in general? Obviously if someone is staring or just reducing you to an object, then that's uncalled for and rude. But I mean more, how do you feel about people respectfully enjoying the view? All I know is that when I need to sleep I grab a boob and I'm out. She tells me all the time, just grab a boob and go to sleep. Works every time. I love boobies. Always amazed at how y'all can take a bra off whilst you are still wearing a shirt. Most of us guys can't get them undone when the shirt is off. Especially those damn front clasps. What voices do you make for them when you stick googly eyes on them? Never stuck googly eyes on them before, but if I did, I would give the left one a normal voice, and the right one would sound like Toad. How can I help my girlfriend with her period boob pains? Heating pad? Is the whole breast sensitive or just the nippy police? Edit. Whoa. Blew up overnight. Thanks for all the great answers and discussions. If a man has breasts, when he wears a bra, is it called a man's ear or a bro? 34-year-old man here, why do I have them? If you have large breasts, when you spin really fast and then stop, do they continue to fling themselves so you're then carried by the momentum? It's not really a serious question, I've just had the image in my head for ages and laugh at it occasionally. Why does the word boob spelled in all caps have 3 pair of? Do they hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Hey, thanks for subscribing and liking. It really means a lot to me. While you are here, feel free to hop on over to the last video. See you there. Ronnie.